rematch between me and Lurtz at the Battle of Seleucia. He's commanding Egypt, I'm commanding Carthage. I brought a slightly different build, expecting elephants and chariots. So I devised some sneaky tactics to deal with that. My main infantry line are these 4 or 5 Carthaginian hoplites and late Carthaginian hoplites, 3 mercenary Balearic slingers, 5 Libyan infantry, 3 mercenary Iberian swords, and these are to deal with elephants, and 1 unit of Numidian cavalry. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to secure both my flanks against elephants. Over here by mercenary Iberian swords, over here by these Numidian cavalry. So I'm going to keep them hidden here, concentrate my forces up here where I have some cover and I have the uphill advantage, and I'm basically just going to put these Iberian swords over here to await the inevitable flanking attack by his elephants and cavalry, possibly if he has some chariots. So what I'm thinking is that he'll probably send his elephants or chariots around either of these flanks, not straight up here. So by putting my mercenary Iberian swords in hiding, I will be able to fire the second he shows himself over here, and that should enable me to get 360 javelins into elephants or chariots and do quite a lot of damage before he notices. So my opponent's build consists of, I'll just pause it, Galatian Royal Guard, Galatian Swords, Citizen Cavalry, Galatian Royal Guard, Citizen Cavalry, African War Elephants, and Pikemen. Now, like I usually say about pikes, offensively they are rubbish. They can hold the line and that's about it. If pikes are going to get kills, they need to get into the basically get charged, and very few people are stupid enough to charge straight into pikes. So some Ptolemaic cavalry, Citizen cavalry, and already I can see that he wants to move around here with his cavalry, and these guys are more than ready for that. So Numidians holding this flank, wide line of hoplites up front here, and I'm kind of leaving my flank exposed here by choice, because I want him to funnel his guys in here so I can shoot them. Pretty soon he's going to allow these. I think the idea is to keep these pikes as bait, make me run my skirmishers forward, and then counter with his own skirmishers. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. Getting some shots off on his pikes early on. And there we go. The trap is sprung. His mercenary Cretans are going to start firing into my guys, so I'm going to start firing into the Cretans. Now he has these Egyptian archers in support, but the way I'm placed here, some of the arrows will get blocked by the shields of my hoplites, and I'm not worried about the offensive capabilities of these pikes, so I'm just going to keep my hoplites up there, expose my flanks. And some Galatian royals moving down here. I put my guys in phalanx, but as you can see they are for some reason presenting their flanks to the enemy, so I'm going to have to do something about that. But I'm pulling my Balearic slingers back to get out of the range of his Egyptian archers. Then I'm going to pull these mercenary Cretans that are now exhausted out of this, or very tired, pull them out of the forest. Now things are going to go very quickly here. He's going to send citizen cavalry around my flanks, and his elephants there, so I'm going to send my citizen cavalry to counter his, so he can't get downhill charges on my guys. I'm going to start shooting straight away at the citizen cavalry, which is going to scare them away. I got quite a few kills there, chased them here, and he still keeps moving with his elephants, which is good for me. I'm able to pour some nice fire into his Cretans. They are dropping quite nicely. He's moving around here with these guys, but then I'm bringing out my Numidians to make him chase them. He's going for a kind of a flanking charge against my Carthaginian hoplites here, and these slingers are wavering to missile fire, but his Cretans are quickly becoming a non-factor. Over here, he's also going for a flanking charge with his Royal Guard. I'm going to let him, since that allows me to throw javelins down into him. And over here, his elephants are getting chased off by these mercenary Iberian swords. He's pulling out his Citizen Cav here, which is going to enable me to win that engagement. Citizen Cav doesn't have the best charge, so I'm just going to allow this to happen and start shooting with my both my slingers. I'm going to throw javelins with my Libyan infantry and just pour fire into them. And this will make the elephants run amok just as he activates trample, however running amok straight into my own guys, but also running amok through his Galatian royals and his pikemen. And he's also running amok through his Ptolemaic cavalry, so they are going to start taking casualties from this. All the while I'm pouring fire down into his African war elephants. And these guys, I'm going to lose them, but they've more than done their job by damaging these African pikes. So I'm going to pull my Numidians around here to finish off his elephants, because that's going to be very important. Continuing to pour slinger fire, and now the elephants are dying, but they are going to take down all of these Iberian swords. Kept my cavalry in reserve for an opportunity like this, charge straight into Citizen Cav with my general and sandwich it between those two units. However, that's going to leave an opening for his Ptolemaic cavalry to pull through. He has some of his guys caught up in melee, so he's going to lose some guys to that. And I'm a bit slow with moving my slingers here, but I just really want to kill these elephants. But I'm more than able to do that with these Numidians. I'm going to pull the Carthaginian cavalry around here for some rear charges. And as you can see, with the pikes, look at how bad they are offensively. 0 kills. 0 kills. They're basically just holding here. And getting a few kills there because of my my hoplites are pushing forward, but nothing major. And his Galatians are getting nice kills, the Libyan infantry charging into the flanks of these pikes here. But his Ptolemaic cavalry is a bit too weakened to do much, so I'm just going to start attacking him with what I've got here. They're going to throw their javelins, I assume. Well, no, maybe they were a bit too close, but not much his general can do here. And this cavalry is going to go straight into his Egyptian archers, rout them. Elephants are dead to Numidians. This flank, I was able to win that flank. And now his army is wavering, so he just quit. So that battle went a lot better than the previous battle against Lurtz. It was very close, closely fought, the other one. This was a bit more one-sided, I think. I was able to spring these traps fairly effectively, and I think it's always a risk to bring these pikes because you severely gimp your advantage. But I think he saw that when I had the skirmishing advantage, he wanted to press up his pikes as soon as possible, move his Egyptian archers into range, and judging by his build, it looks like he relied on these guys to just hold, these guys to go around and do a lot of killing, and his cavalry to come in and rear charge and take care of skirmishers. Now his Ptolemaic cavalry did get a lot of kills, so did his elephants, but those are mainly these really cheap mercenary Iberian swords, and although their kills are very low, they did something very important in attacking these African war elephants and in stabilizing that flank while I was able to hold him in the center. So an interesting battle, I think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you.